Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and we are going to be coloring in Ruth Saunderson's Cinderella, but first I want to talk to you about this wonderful book that came in the mail. Karen sent me this. It is her new novel, A Quest of Shards and Secrets, and it is all of this story from the Mystical Lands Chronicles and then the ending as well. So I will have to read it because I want to know how it ends. So yes, Karen sent me a lovely note with the book, and she said that she sent it to me because I am such a firm supporter of hers. Yes, it is on Amazon. Hold on a second, I will pull up a link for you. The pencils that we're going to be using are Master Art premium colored pencils. They are also on Amazon, and I have linked the book as well as the pencils below the video. All right, and the Quest of Shards and Secrets is available on paperback for $7.99, hardcover for $14.99, and is free on the Kindle Unlimited. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex. Happy birthday to you. I've lost my mouse. Yeah, I thought it was later. There's an early birthday for you. I could have sworn that it was later, but you get to be sung to anyway. There is the link to Quest of Shards and Secrets. Yeah, so I will be reading this. I won't be reading it on the channel because, yeah, it'll take me a while. But if you want to hear the first part being read, there is a series of videos from this book. And my autofocus is on. Hold on one second. Let's turn that off because that's annoying. So, if you want to read A Quest of Shards and Secrets by Karen E. Myers, it is available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, as well as on Kindle. So, hello, Angela. So, with that, I want to say all my hellos. Hold on a second. Hello, Celine. Hello, Britt. Hello, Dawn. I just got so excited about the book, I completely forgot to say hello to everybody. Hello, Alex. Hello, Angela. Because I saw somebody say that it was her birthday, and I going, no, it's not. But it's her birthday month. Yeah, that's it. It's okay. It's her birthday month. So we'll just sing her happy birthday every stream. All right, so A Quest of Shards and Secrets by Karen E. Myers. I will be reading this because I want to know how it ends. If you want to hear the first few chapters, it is available on the channel here. All right, so like I said, we're going to use the Master Art Premium Colored Pencils. It's 150 colored pencils, beautiful set of pencils. We'll be working out of Cinderella by Ruth Saunderson, and we will be working on this page. All right, let's zoom you in. Now, I am really nervous about this, so just so you know, I'm going to turn on this light here. so that we can actually see what we're doing. And we're going to zoom on in. There is a lot of detail in these pages and a lot of really small detail, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. Hello, Della! And hello, Catherine. Lurk away, dear. So yeah, I'm super nervous about this page. So, and this page is going to be my let's see, drive prompt. I know I didn't get a bingo, but I'm still going to try. So we're going to do the drive prompt. I think that's the best one for that. Hello, Aspie. All right. So let's see, where should we start? Let's start up here in the top corner. So we're going to zoom into that. Going the wrong way here. Other way. So we're going to start up here in the top left corner with the house and that sort of thing. Lurk away, Aspie, lurk away. And just so you all know, the lurk message is one that Aspie did create. So all credit goes to her for our lurk message. All right, so we're going to start with red, brown, and brick red. Go figure. For our brickwork up here. Okay, then sharpen these. Oh, nice. I'm glad your hand's better. All right, so we're going to start with the brick red. And there's little plants there. They are very hard to see. And then we're going to take our red brown. This is going to be one of those quiet streams because, you know, concentration trying to see the details in the grayscale. Now this is one of those grayscales that sometimes you're not able to visually see all of the detail. And there's a little bit of guesswork that has to go on to get the layers correct. nice? You're a reading crazy person, are you? Trying not to go over the sparkles too much, but still put in some color in the background. And then we're going to take our brick red. Now the good thing about these detailed backgrounds is sometimes they're kind of blurry, so you don't have to have them precise. Let's not color the horse's ears the wrong color. Put in some bricks. And we're just going to take a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Hello, Sue. Hello, Christine. Hello, Dion. Hello, Llama Llama Ding Dong. How's it going, Llama? I know, don't pick on you, right? It's not nice. We're going to come up here, a little bit of that brown in the shadow. Now, I need my brush. I don't know where I put it. There it is. Gotta pick on you. That's the highlight of my day. All right, now we're going to use moss green. Bad llama. Nah, llama's not a bad llama. Llama's a good llama. I have shown you all before the clock that I have in my craft room. In the corner, Mr. Llama there is the one that created that clock for me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've called him worse. But he is a wonderful, nice guy, so. Just going to come through and I'm going to color all of the leafy greens. So that the house can show through it. Gives me a better idea of where I should be adding more of the red. If anywhere. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can actually see what I'm working on here. There. That's better. Now you guys can see what I'm working on, but I can't see very well. So. When things are this small, sometimes I zoom it in and I look at the screen so that I can see what I'm doing and if I'm going in the right directions with stuff. It just makes it easier for my old tired eyes to see things. And when they're very, very, very small details, especially in the grayscale, you will find that the camera will pick up details more, so you can actually see what's going on a little bit better through the camera. All right, I think that's it for those bushes, the vines. For the dark part of the vines, this is sky there. This is a tree, so we're going to do the dark part of the tree. And the background. Now, when the background is really, really fuzzy like that, really hazy, I tend to not go as intricate. So I try to go over it with things like pan pastels or ink pad, which will enhance the detail but still give us that hazy look. If you choose a pan pastel that's really opaque, you will find that you remove the detail. So go with something really light. Now this is a night scene, so I would probably use an ink and do a daubing effect. It's coming through here. There's some trees up here. And over here. And over here. And the more color you put on, the more detail you actually see. It just takes a little bit of time to get that detail built up. You have to be careful when you come around the sparkle area here that you don't take out the sparkle. Now you can see here that there's a brick wall there. Come through here with the ivy. And then the olive green, which is a lighter color, just to brighten up the ivy a little. And over here as well. And then we're going to take our brick colors again, and I'm going to go with a little tiny bit lighter. So let's go light brown. Uh, yes, but in the dark, pink trees don't show up. They don't show up as well, just saying. I'm going to take that lighter brown. Now that I can see it a little bit better, I'm going to start filling it in. Now the one thing with dark grayscale is you don't want to use a blender on this. So you do want to make sure that you put as many layers as necessary to get those colors to pop. And those details to pop out. Using a blender will bring that grayscale back up to the top, especially with darker grayscale, and you don't want that. With a lighter grayscale, you can definitely get away with it. With a darker grayscale, it does make it a little bit more difficult. Okay. This page is going to take us forever, just saying. Is that light brown? Yeah. Make sure I'm using the right color. I love Ruth's pages because they are so very detailed. But I don't color them a lot on the channel, especially because they are extremely detailed. So we can end up being here a lot longer coloring the same thing for a lot longer than you guys want to be. Hello, B. Welcome, welcome. Put the shadow through here. And put in the detail around the horse's ear. Fill it in. And we've gotten a small corner done. Well, I hope you sleep better tonight, absolutely. Hello, Shannon. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm coloring little itty bitty things. I was going to do this with my Felissimos because one of Shannon's prompts is expensive medium, and that is my most expensive medium. However, the Felissimos core are quite thick, so getting into these really tiny details with the Felissimos is not something that I think I would have any fun with. I might actually lose hair over that one, so I chose not to torture everybody. There's a bush there, so we'll get our greens back out here in just a second and put the bush in. Just putting in the darker areas on the bricks. And the bottom of the house there. I'm going to do with the dark brown. Just to keep it different than the brick. And then the light. I missed a vine there. The one thing that I will give you guys a little heads up about with doing these detailed grayscales, in my opinion, and my opinion alone, because that's all we ever do is we give our own opinions. I find that it's very difficult to use a thicker cord pencil. So I do tend to use a harder pencil that gives me a lighter or a tighter point. So a longer firm point that maintains that point for longer. If that makes sense. My brain's just not going to put the right words in there. All right, going to go back to our greens for our bush here. Now remember, there's sparkles from the fairy godmother, so you have to be careful not to cover up those sparkles. They're easy enough to put back in, but it's better just to not cover over them in the first place. If you do cover over them, just watch where they are so that you can put them back in later. Because we're going to come back through after we're done coloring the entire area and put the sparkles in with a white gel pen. So any areas that you do cover over them, don't worry too much about it. You'll be coming back through. Alright, let's do the windows. So I'm going to use, and they're dark, so I'm going to use a little bit of blackberry wine. For the window panes. And a little bit of, I don't know why they call it dark green, but a little bit of mortar. What they call dark green is definitely not dark green. It's like, no, that's not dark green. Oh, it says dark gray here. I have to correct that. I have obviously put the wrong one in there. So dark gray. And so that's blackberry wine. That is the wrong pencil. Why did I grab that one? I need, oh no, blackberry wine's what I wanted. Hold on. Brain work, yeah. face. Are you drinking it for Callie too? Hi, Callie. Say make me one, but it's best not to drink and stream. Also, I don't drink a whole lot, so once in a blue moon. I've had my share of stupid drunken enough in my lifetime. I don't need to even come close to that anymore. All right, and then the dark gray. Like I said, if you do go over your sparkle area, just remember where it is, because you'll need to go back over it with a white gel pen later on. A little bit down here. And then we're going to take slate gray, I think. Yes. Take some slate gray. We're going to come into the white area for that shadow. Like so. And then we're going to take our Prismacolor white. Hello, Hello, Allison. Happy Monday. Like so. Okay then, Dawn. Not a problem. Have a good night. Get some sleep. I'm going to take the Prisma white and I'm going to blend the purple and the gray in the window frames, in the window panes, I should say. Make sure we get all of the windowsill. Try not to bend the page, like so. It all depends upon what you're using it on. If I'm using it for like on a grayscale, because the grayscale is darker, it's going to show up on the grayscale. But I always put it on top of a darker color. It will show up a lot better. And like I said, I really like the opacity of the Prismacolor white, so I use it more than anything else. And hello, butterflies. And the grayscale in this book especially, because there is a lot of it, the pages do show a lot more gray than white. So, all right, we're going to do this window here and the brickwork here. So we've got bricks around here behind the feathers in her tiara. So let's do the windows first and then we'll move to the brickwork. Yes, a good pack of Prismacolor whites would definitely be a good thing to have. When I'm doing snow, I will put the gray down in the shadow areas with a little bit of blue and a little bit of purple, and then I'll go over it with the white. But yes, I always put the shadows down first. All right, we're going to put in some slate gray. Now remember, we're trying to avoid the sparkles, especially with our darker colors. I know we're still going to put them back in with the white pen, but I still want to avoid them the best I can. Put in those shadow areas. All right, then our purple. So this is blackberry wine. Yeah, Emily uses ErgoSoft a lot. Well, she used to anyway. I like the way the ErgoSoft lay down. I'm not a fan of the coating that they have on the pencils. Mine is gone all funky and I don't like it. I don't like the feel of it on my hand. I like the way they lay down. I'm just not fond of the way that the coating on the ErgoSoft comes off. All right. And then the gray. I'm going to dust that off. We're going to come in with the gray. This is just dark gray. It's not the slate gray that we used for the shadow. There's hate it when I can't see what something is. All right. And then we're going to take our white. We're going to start up here. And then down through here. Remember to avoid the sparkles the best you can. Like I said, we will be putting them back in with some gel pen. So if you go over them, don't worry about it. The white's not such a big deal because we are going to be going over them with the white, but if you drag other colors into them, don't worry about it. the windows themselves, I'm going to blend some white into there. Just putting a little bit of background lighting coming through the window, as well as reflection of the sparkle, because the windows are dark, but the sparkle is bright. And another thing that this does is it gives us that blendability on those window panes. Like so. All right. Now let's do our brick work here. So we've got a little bit more bricks here and here. However, we've got sparkle, so we're being very careful not to cover up too much of the sparkle or into her head dress piece here. But we need to put the brickwork behind it. So we're just going to very gently and very carefully put that background in behind her hair piece there. As well as the mane of the horse. So we've got horse here, and we've got the feather in her headpiece here, her hairpiece. And we've got sparkles everywhere. So be very careful of that. That's her sleeve, her hair, and some bricks here. Like so. And some bricks under here. Okay, I think that's the edge of the house there. And we've got some little bushes in the front there. Yeah, Snow White's or Cinderella isn't done, I think, in the winter because everything looks green and flowers blooming and whatnot. So it has been so long since I read Cinderella that I can't remember what time of year it was that the ball was in. I think it was summer. Maybe late summer, early fall because of the pumpkin. Because, you have to have pumpkins available to turn them into carriages. All right. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I used the brick red, the red brown, and now I'm using light brown. Again, being very careful not to get the sparkles as well as the mane of the horse. Well, you know, it was the fashion at the time. Personally, there would not be enough handmaids in the world to be able to pull my corset tight enough. Just saying. And then we're going to take a little bit of that Van Dyke brown. Put down here where that shadow is. And then we're going to go back to the moss green. And that is her sleeve. This is a little bush. You can see on the other side of the horse. Okay. And then the olive green. Like so. All right. So we've gotten the wall and this little tiny corner partially done. All right, now let's do our horses. We're going to start with stark white and sisal and a little bit of marigold yellow. So these 3 pencils here for our horses. So we're going to start with the sisal. Thank you. And we're going to come in through here in the shadow areas. Now, I do believe that this part here is a part of, there's her hair. I think that's part of her hair, and that should be brick. So this part here should be brick. Just following the lines. Just doing the dark areas of the horse. And of course there's another horse behind him here. And another horse here. Now, the fairy's wings are fairly translucent, but you have to be careful because you can see her arm there. And it's a blurry translucent, so try not to get too hard of a detail in there. And we'll be putting a little bit more detail in there once we get to the bridles and the harnesses, because you can see the harness through there. All right. Well, you know, the carriage is way back here, so yeah. Have a good night, Christine. I'm going to come in now with the marigold yellow. Again, trying to avoid the sparkle areas. Make sure we don't get her hair. Oh, the rain has picked up again. I can hear it. And then the sisal, I think. Yeah, no, stark white. We just use the sisal. Using the stark white to blend everything. And the stark white is a creamy gray. There's our first horsey started. Now we're going to take our slate gray and come down here onto his hoofs. As well as the other horses in the back there. And we're going to take that sisal and blend that in. I haven't seen that in forever. All right. Now, take that gray, put a little bit on his muzzle here. We're just going to outline his harness. Same with the other horse here. Just want to outline it so that I can see where it is. That's horse there. That's her hair. That's the other horse. Okay. And then we're going to take some gold. Hello, Nessa. I have no idea. I've never seen her books. It is possible. Um, Depending upon what I don't discourage people from coloring AI. I do have a couple of AI artists that I do color, but I do make sure that the artist is actually doing the work, not just throwing in some prompts into the generator and saying, there it is. They actually go through and clean up and rework and configure and draw things the way they want them to be. but I don't discourage people from coloring AI if they want to. All right. I do feel that the artist needs to actually, work the art, not just generate and go. But that's my own thinking. So, don't worry about people criticizing. Just, post it on your Instagram, and post it where people aren't going to discourage it, and just enjoy coloring it. If you don't even want to post it, just enjoy coloring it. Don't worry about it. All right. All right, so there's the first two horses done. Now we're going to move on back to the next two horses, and then we'll move to the front ground there. Oh, you are fine. Yep, hour and 20 minutes already, well, an hour and 15 minutes already gone. Where does the time fly? Especially since I've only colored like literally an inch by an inch corner. All right. Exactly. Now I'm going in with the marigold yellow. At this rate, we might get this picture done by the end of the month. Maybe. And then the stark white. And I just went over her hand. Be very careful when you're using your electric eraser on grayscale, because you can end up rubbing out your grayscale, which will take out the detail in the page. Yeah, I have a ton of different ones. Some work, some don't. I go with whichever one's working at the time. I do like the tan mints. The jelly roll, I like them, but you have to be really careful with them so that you don't get them clogged. Yeah, the tan mints are, I do believe, available on Amazon Canada. And then the gray on the nose. Now we're just going to go around his bridle. Like so. And his hoof down here. Knuckles I'm showing. Yeah, and art are good too. Yeah. Yeah, that is very true. There is a lot of brands that are great for others and not so good for some. Just like pencils. Going over the bridle and other parts to the horse's hardware here with the gold. Like so. Color in his nose a little more. Like so. All right. Hi. Yeah, the coloring these little tiny areas is absolutely exhausting. Oh. exactly. Yeah, I have the original ones before the names as well. I like the Castle Art Golds a lot more than the original Castle Arts. But I like the original Castle Arts as well, so. It is. It's just tedious. I actually really enjoy these pages, but I'm not usually one to do them on um, on stream because they are very tedious, and getting them right sometimes takes a lot more time. The gold fibers are nice. All right, so we're going to take green and we're just going to very, very gently fill in the grass area here. Actually, that's probably not grass, is it? Actually, that part there isn't grass, so we're going to just gently rub that out. Sometimes it just takes a second for your eye to see what you're looking at. So that part there is going to be the roadway, and this part here is going to be grass. So I'm just going to put some green in where the grass area is going to be. Going around the sparkle area as much as we can. All right. Then we're going to take our olive green. Yes, exactly. I get into discussion mode with myself on what things are, and although that may be entertaining to some, um, I know some that come to Discord just to watch me color and talk to myself as I'm trying to figure things out. Yes, you did tell me that. I'm very proud of him. Wish it was as easy to get a job here in the US. Just saying. Is he liking it? The new job, that is. Hello, Blue. Hurry back. Yep, we get enthusiastic because, it's necessary. Now we're going to go over this part here with a lime green. The reason for that is so that we can see the grass behind. Yeah, paper can be finicky. I'm not going over the really, really bright areas of the sparkle ring, the swirl, but I am going to go over some of the swirl so that we have the brighter green showing behind so that we can see the light hitting that grass underneath. And we'll come back through, like I said, with the white gel pen, and we will color in all of that area. So that when we come back through, we can make sure that we get all of the sparkle to show. And the grass is lit up underneath the sparkle there. Okay. And go over it with the green. So. All right, now we're going to do the roadway there. Yeah, $30. Oh, that's about what they're going for here in US dollars compared to Australian. All right, we're using light gray. Again, we're going to go over the sparkle bits a little bit. And we will come back through. I just wanted to show the brightness on the ground. Try not to go over her dress. Okay, so there's green that needs to go there. And here. This is going to be a lot of little white dots, just saying. If you feel like it. Alright, so now we have a little bit more difficult to see here. That's arm and hand. Wand, sleeve, and road. Alright. Now I need silver gray. Um, if you're going to work with an oily and waxy pencil at the same time, um, I would caution against them. If you put the oil down first and then put the wax on top, they may not blend as well. Sometimes blending from the wax to the oil works a little bit better. It all depends upon the pencil. I don't know if there's any hard and loose rules on that, but I don't typically mix my wax and oil, so I do with the Prisma, but that's always on top. The Prisma White, I do mix that with some of my oils, but it's always on top of the color that I'm putting down. So now I'm using the silver gray as my shadow color, going in under the horse's feet here. Yep, that moving can be very expensive. All right. Then we're going to come down here, and I'm going to probably get my head in the way because I'm trying to see where things are. All right. There's that corner almost done. You want to see what it looks like? We've got about 20 minutes left. So I'm going to actually move down and we'll cover the rest of the horses and the rest of the road. And maybe some of the I'm not going to do the dresses yet, or the that part, because there's just not enough time to concentrate on those little tiny details. Um, but we can finish up the horses and the roadway. I don't want to concentrate on the carriage too much either because of the amount of detail. Yes, yes. Do not fall on your knee and bruise yourself to insanity. All right, going to zoom out so you guys can see how far I've gotten here. And fix the exposure because it's done wrong. There we go. Should be at 6. I don't know why it's there. Alright, we'll let it do its auto thing then. That's better. Alright, so we've got the rest of the horses to do. We're going to do those tonight. And the rest of the roadway, I'll get that done tonight as well. Like I said, we've got about 20 minutes left, so that's still plenty of time to get the horses done. This is Cinderella by Ruth Saunderson. It's a grayscale adult coloring book by Ruth Saunderson. All right, so I'm going to move on to the horses. Going to zoom you back in. Zoomy, zoomy. And we're going to move this way. And this way a bit. All right, so we're going to start with the sisal. Come down through here. Just remember where her hand is. You don't want to change the color of her hand. Now, that is the horse next to him's foot. That's that horse's chest and undercarriage there. And we're going to come into this horse. Hopefully you guys can't see my head because I'm having to lean in to see where all these little details are. Thank you. Yeah, I like Rapunzel too. Now we're going through with the marigold yellow. like so. And then the stark white. And we're just going to blend in. Those colors into the wing area. I can feel that I'm leaning in too close. I'm hitting the camera with my head. There's the hoof. There's another hoof. And another hoof here. Okay, and then we're going to take that gray. We're going to go over his nose a little. All the bits to the tack gear. Thank you for the hearts. And the bridles. So, yeah. Well, sometimes you have to get really close to see all the little tiny areas. So that's why Emily's constantly apologizing if you see her head. Because getting into those little tiny areas can be difficult. Just going over the tack gear with the gold. And yes, I am using a gold pencil. I just find it works well enough for these little tiny areas. And I may go over it with a gel pen, but I'm not sure. All right, going to do the driveway here. So we've got a little bit underneath the horse's hooves here. Trying to avoid the larger sparkle bits. Because you gotta remember the horses and the carriage and everything else are still sparkling because they are covered in the magic from the fairy godmother's magic wand. So there's going to be more sparkles. um, well, it depends upon which you prefer to use. Do you prefer to use an oil-based pencil? Do you prefer to use a wax-based pencil? Um, do you have the Prismas and the polys? You know, what do you consider expensive? What is too expensive? You know, that sort of thing. Of course, the light fast, yes. The Holbeins are currently $569 on Amazon as well as Blick. Just saying. Holbeins are currently not budget friendly. Even on Amazon Japan, they're 420 or 460 some odd dollars. I was looking for a friend last night before last, Saturday night or Friday night, one or the other, and they were insanely priced. The light fast are not under 200, I don't think. You prefer wax? Definitely the light fast. Do you have the Prismas? Because they are one of the best wax-based ones that I know of. Um, I do believe the light fast are wax, and so are the um, luminance. I think the Pablos are as well. But depending upon where you are as well, I do believe in Canada they're a lot more expensive up there. So, okay, we're going to come into the darker area here. The Derwent Color Soft are also a wax based and they're quite nice. I like them as well. That's all part of the carriage. I do believe Color are an oil-based pencil. A lot of Asian brand pencils are oil-based. All right, then we're going to use the silver gray. Where did I put it? There it is. In the dark shadow areas. I know the Castle Arts, the Starjoy regulars, I do believe, are oil-based, but those are fairly nice. Just trying to think of all the wax-based ones I know of, and there's not too many of them that are in the higher quality brands. um, we've got these ones here, I do believe are an oil base. Let me check. Did I write it down? Okay, so it doesn't say if it's an oil base. They're made out of Thailand, but they do feel like an oil base pencil. And it's a 150 set, and they're about $50 or $60 on Amazon US. I don't know how much they are in the CA. What I would suggest is find a set that you like the look of on Amazon, and then go into YouTube and look for reviews and colorings done with those pencils, and see if the coloring and that sort of thing matches your style. And if it does, give them a try. Yeah, ChromaFlow I do believe are an oil base, but I'm not positive. I think they are an oil base though. But like I said, go through and take a look at ones that look interesting to you on Amazon. Read the reviews, and then go to the YouTube channels and see if you can find video reviews and videos of people using them. And if they're being used in the same style, in the same manner of which you would use them, give them a shot. Because everybody's different. Everybody's opinions are different. And what I think is inexpensive down here in the US, things up in Canada, they're not going to be as inexpensive, if that makes sense. They're going to be a different price in Canada, UK, that sort of thing. So, all right. So that is all done there. I'm going to take this lighter gray and I'm just going to put a very light layer of it here on the edge of the glow around the butterflies. And then we're going to take that marigold just going to put a glow, a faint little glow around the butterflies here into the gravel. Because, yeah, they didn't have pavement back there back then, so, yeah. Alright, I'm going to zoom you out so you can see all of what we've done. So we have gotten the front part of this area done. We've gotten the roadway done. And I'll brighten that up a little bit. So you can see the colors. And when we are finished, all of this area here where it's that bright green is going to have little speckles of white all the way through it. So it will continue on the sparkle path for the magic that the fairy godmother is putting out of her wand. All right, so on Saturday, we will come back and we will start on Cinderella and the fairy godmother, and I will probably do up the rest of the grass area and the flowers just because it's a really daunting, minuscule part that is going to take a lot of time. So I will probably get that part done hopefully before Saturday. And when we come back, we'll work on Cinderella and the godmother as well as the chariot and that sort of thing. I can't guarantee how much we'll get done on Saturday because, yeah, we did this little tiny corner. and, you know, we still have a lot more to go. So, this one here will probably take a little bit more time than our normal streaming. One of the reasons why I don't usually do these kinds of grayscales on stream is because they are very, very, very intricate and very detailed. And sometimes getting into those details and getting those details right takes a lot longer. Hello, Noelle. I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. Art and Fly is a nice set. I actually really like my Art and Fly. The Artex are a nice set as well, and I do believe they're wax. Just going through and making sure that I've answered any questions before I go. Have a good night, Alex. Get some sleep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Noelle. I didn't see you come in. I've been concentrating. All right, guys, everyone, thank you all very much for watching. For anybody that I may have missed, hello, goodbye, and thank you all very much for being here. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.